Welcome in, everybody, to Season 4, Round 1, Murno. We are here with our top 32 drivers. Everybody's getting lined up, getting set in the server right now. We should be ready to rock pretty soon here. And just got a few little things to take care of here. Got one or two more loading in, but we got quite the list of drivers here tonight. We'll go over our usual things, but as you guys know, welcome to VDC Burno 2022 track layout. This is Season 4, Round 1, track by VDC. Thank you so much to them for making this track public and letting us run it. But we're going to basically go over some rules like we usually do. And in our rules here, you guys can take a look and see. Please be kind and respectful of others. That's chat, VCs, everywhere through there. Judges' scores are final. Scoring is based on 100 points. Going between line, angle, and X Factor, you'll see those judge decisions come through basically live here on stream. We'll have some bracket updates throughout. The bracket is created by a qualifying the bracket is created with your qualifying score using an FD seed. There are no monetary prizes for this. Remember, this is all for fun and entertainment. You guys have a blast out there. You know, while I know y'all can get very competitive, it is still just here to put on a great event for you guys here tonight. And obviously, mods reserve the rights to warn, kick, or ban drivers due to unsportsmanlike conduct. So let's keep cool heads out there, have fun, and good luck, guys. It's going to be an absolute blast. We take a look here. We got our line map. You saw it last night for the qualifying. We have coming into that first corner, it is a speed limit zone of 50 miles an hour, 80 kilometers per hour, and then straight into a first decel right off of that initiation line, hitting our outer zone 1, 2, and then into that first inner clip. Outer zone 3, 4, and 5 on the back straight, hitting that long straight Manji into our outer zone 6, and then our second decel zone right before the wall into that long outer zone 7. So we've seen some little slip ups there on that first corner. Could see some contacts here tonight, and then also that inner clip too. A lot of different variations in the lines that were being run during the qualifying there. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that, and I know the judges will be watching as well. One thing that we are keeping our eye on as well is that initiation, coming into that initiation zone, those 3-point Manjis, we saw them during qualifying. That is really not going to make much sense for those lead drivers, because it's going to be near impossible to follow. So let's not smoke out those chase drivers, because if you do and it's you know, you're pretty much chasing away from them, that can definitely count against you and can even zero a run. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's not smoke them right before that initiation line, and let's have a good time here tonight, guys. Let's take a look at some of the guys that are out there on the track right now, and we'll get everything situated and get these guys battling. Going to be doing we are running 2 separate servers here tonight, as well as some separate load-ins here. So it's 2 separate load-ins for each server. Should be much shorter than that qualifying last night, where we had up to 4 for some servers. But it's like we are watching Dom here in that chase position in a few last practice rounds here before we get that call back to pits and get us underway. Oh, and we just had a cone zoom past us. Cone man already set up, waiting for his chance to shine here tonight. I tell ya, the amount of cars we had for our qualifying and those judges working away last night, they did not go to bed until about 4:45 in the morning. So I was pretty accurate with that 6 a.m. judgment call for those coming out. A lot of replays to look at, a lot of angles to look at, and definitely was not a quick process. Looks like we got the last call out there on the track for last runs and back to pits. There we go. So if we, I will bring up our bracket here real quick. We'll take a quick look as we wait for these guys to come up to the line. But we're looking at our top 32 here. We're working the left side through first with 8 battles, and then another 8, putting us down to that top 16. There will be a short break in between that top 16, as we do have to bring that server up and get our first 8 loaded in over there. But our first battle of the night, it's going to be Dijon Reeves and Daniel Camacho. Tripping over my words. All that talking last night. Let's take a look as these guys line up, ready to go. Let's get our Spawn's drone cam up, as he's also out there flying for you guys today. Let's send him. Ooh. Nice slow roll through that first corner. Coming up with a nice initiation across by both. Holding a nice solid distance between each other there, but not letting up. Got Daniel Camacho in the chase there, trying to push in. Maybe a little bit of room to make up there, but playing it safe here for that first round. These guys looking mighty fine out there, coming across that inner clip zone too, and looking fabulous. Here we go, into that wall. Daniel Camacho losing a little bit of that proximity on his last bit of the run there, and across the line they go. Get a quick instant replay of that for you guys as they head back down the track to line up. Oh, nice slow roll through that first corner. Coming up with a nice initiation across by both. Holding a nice solid distance between each other there, but not letting up. Got Daniel Camacho in the chase there, trying to push in. Maybe a little bit of room to make up there, but playing it safe here for that first round. These guys looking mighty fine out there, coming across that inner clip zone too, and looking fabulous. Here we go, into that wall. Daniel Camacho losing a little bit of that proximity on his last bit of the run there, and across the line. Ooh. Ooh. That was a little funny there. We had some of the audio coming in there from me announcing here tonight, so may leave those on the quieter side, but working out those little bit of kinks here and there. But looks like we are ready to go. We got Daniel Camacho in the lead this time. Dijon Reeves in the chase position. Ooh, definitely a little bit of a hesitation there. Could be from that initiation there by Daniel Camacho, but they come across that inner clip 1 into our back straight. This guy's looking mighty fine for our first run of the night. Nothing more nerve-wracking than being the first ones out there on the track. Closing up that gap by Reeves, and across the line they go. Chill that up in the lead this time. We get them going. Actually, you know what? We do have our side-by-side that should be working for us here. I will have to fix that audio. One moment, please. There we go. Definitely. Nothing like a little bit of audio issues to start off the night, but may even do a full drone runs here too for some of these guys. Let that play over a little bit, let the judges take a look and make that deciding factor of who's moving on to the top 16. All right, I think we'll switch us on over to our judging screen. Wait for these guys to come in with their results there. Reeves facing off against Camacho. Lead is left side and Chase is right side. That's how we have it set up here tonight. Just based off of, obviously it's based off of both runs there, but just an easy way for the judges to point out without seeing those names on the cars there. Looks like we got a 2 going for Daniel Camacho. Second judge unheard from right now, but we'll see that switch on over. We do have a lot of new tech here for our judges working into it, but yeah, there it is. So we do have the 2 for the Chase and 1 for the OMT. Very well done battle by the 2 of them. All right, so that puts us up back at the line here, waiting for our next battle to begin. We have Nathan Vieira facing off against SR Killshot. Spawn's having an absolute blast out there on the track. Let them get settled and we'll send them on their way. Nathan in the lead position. Killshot in the chase. Let's go. Nice solid initiation there by Nathan Vieira. A little bit on the more conservative side as Killshot's putting the pressure on. Seems like trying to match that speed of Nathan in that lead position. Back to back on our back straight. Let's see how they fare coming across that inner clip too. Saw a lot of struggles there with that in that qualifying, but man, do they come around there with some speed. Killshot losing a little bit of proximity there, cinching it in towards the end and across the line. It definitely looks like Killshot trying to match up some speed coming around those corners as Nathan did start to lose him here a little bit on that inner clip too. Maybe just going a little bit wider there. Killshot taking it a little more conservative and then pulling it in here right at the end. That is going to be definitely an interesting one to look at in the cameras. It should be just about back. They're working their way back to that starting line. Killshot now in the lead. Nathan Vieira in the chase. Let's send him. Keeping it nice and slow, coming around that first little speed limit zone. And right off the bat here, a massive back and forth there. That was definitely a little bit confusing there on Nathan. Coming across the back straight, filling out those zones. 1, 2, and 3 outer zones. A massive angle and decel there with some contact by Nathan Vieira. Killshot really slowing up there. Not entirely sure what happened as we push through the last bit of there and across the line they go. What an interesting run we just saw out there on the track. Let's get us over by that side by side. Give you guys a little bit of time here to take a look at that. We'll switch on over to our judging screen and see what they got to say about it. A little bit of an early switch there on the title there, but as we had, that one goes off to Nathan Vieira. Give me 1 second here. Okay, looks like they are sending them right down the track there. I have unfortunately fallen a little bit behind here, guys. Never fear, we got our drone cam rocking it. We'll just kick that onto the screen there real quick. So we'll probably do that for the opposing run for these guys as well. That is the advantage of having our guy Spawns FPV here rocking that drone cam. Able to not miss a second there, even though a little bit of a error on my end there. I was trying to select onto the drivers and they were ready to go. Definitely a little bit of a loss on angle there by Hydra coming around that inner clip too as they push into that final wall. Definitely trying to cinch her in there and across the line. But looks like we do have them coming around to line up again here for their second battle We got drones or spawns in the drone cam right now. We'll do a little commentary for them in this view. Let's see those lights. 3, 2, 1, go! Keeping it nice and tidy through that zone. Here we go. We got Hydra kicking it right off the bat there. Ed Edwards trying to keep that proximity there. Very close on his bumper. Coming around into those last 3 outers on that straight. A little bit of a separation there by Hydra and Ed Edwards as they come around our final outside corner. And across the line they go. And that is entirely why we run the judges on the their own cameras as well. My apologies. Whew. Got a lot of new moving parts this season, and all the cobwebs are coming out. All right, we'll kick us over to the judging screen and see what the judges have to say about this one.
Hydra's chase would have been a little better.
Hey, Cosmo.
I can't hear you if you're talking about it.
All right, it looks like that one goes over to Ed Edwards, and we are going to get our next battles lined up here. Give these guys just a quick second. Get everything situated. We got Zach Macy and D Rosario. Be facing it off here in just one moment. Hold on. All right, we got Zach Macy in the lead here. D Rosario in the chase as they push on through into those 2 outer zones. D Rosario putting the pressure on Zach Macy as we come across those inner zones. Whoa, with an absolute pull away by Zach Macy on that last zone and coming across that line. All right, looks like we have them lining back up here. All right, we're just working through a little bit of communications there. It looks like we are just about ready to send these guys again. A second battle here for them. D. Rosario facing off against Zach Macy. They've switched spots. Let's see how it goes for them. Nice initiation across that line by D. Rosario as Zach Macy keeping on the door, putting that pressure on as they push across our back straight here, back to back, outer zones, cross that inner clip, and into our final two zones onto the wall. This guy's throwing some heaters out there, let me tell you. Absolutely. Two solid runs there by both drivers. They make it look easy out there. Nice solid proximity coming around that inner clip one. That first battle, we did see D. Rosario start to lose a little bit of that proximity and start to lose Zach Macy out there on the track as they came around those last two final zones. Maybe a little bit of an overshot on that last inner clip. But we'll have to take a look here in just a second. We'll switch it over to the judging screen and see what they have to say about it. Zach Macy and D. Rosario. We got one for Zach Macy. Looks like our names are glitching a little bit there. One moment. All right, so that looks like it all goes over to Zach Macy, moving on to that top 16. Congrats to him. We're gonna have a little bit of a load in here for our next round here, as some of these guys are gonna be exiting out of the server, coming back in, and we want these things nice and smooth. Again, apologies for some of the technical difficulties with the names there. Trying out some new software here, and you know, new changes comes new problems. Watch some of these guys get a few little practice rounds in here as we wait for 8 drivers to load in, and we will continue our second half of the top 32 Battles 1 server. This is the first 16 of the 32. Guys are watching Kogan out here on the track, ripping it up. We've seen him in season 3. This man was not holding back in season 3, let me tell you. Next battle that we're going to be seeing take place here is going to be Michael V facing off against CDS Beard. Got a little bit of a different views there. Let's pop into that spawns cam while these guys get ready. Take a look, see what he's looking at. Huge shout out to Spawns FPV being here for us today. Usually flies for ESDA. He's here today, gracing us with his presence and getting some of those sick drone angles that you're seeing out there on the track. All right, we got them starting to line up there out on the track. I'll pull us back, get locked onto our drivers. Again, this is Michael V facing off against CDC Beard. Let's send him. Absolute rip by both these guys. Michael V, CDC Beard getting on his door. We're coming across that first inner clip onto the back-to-backs over on that far straight. Let's go. Holy, these guys putting some pressure on each other. Beard not letting up as we come across that final corner onto that wall and across the line. What a nice solid run there by both drivers. Nice round of applause. Do apologize for the no audio on these replays, but I figure it's better than hearing my voice multiple times over saying the same thing. But yeah, we're taking a look at every little detail here. Man, Beard was just putting the pressure on all throughout that straight. Started to kind of lose him, cinched it up there. We're coming into that third outer zone on that back straight, and then came around and closed it up onto that wall. These guys are really pushing it out there. They're working their way back down on the track. Let's see how they're doing. And there they are, spinning back around. This time we got CDS Beard in the lead position and Michael V in the chase. When they're ready, let's go. Keeping it nice, calm, and collected through that corner. And let's let them rip. Nice, solid initiation there by Beard. Michael V putting on the pressure as we push across those two outer zones into that inner clip. What an absolute full fill out there by Beard on that inner clip. These guys going on the Manji back to back on the straight. Coming around and into our final wall. Let's see how it goes. Michael V putting the pressure on and cinching up that proximity, and across the line they go. What a run. Get that side-by-side replay up. Man, these guys are starting to get me a little bit hyped over here. What an absolute banger of a run for both drivers there in the lead and chase positions. Both had a few little faults here and there, but man, really giving it their all out there on the track. All right, looks like. Let's see what the judges say. Michael V, CDS Beard. Got one going for Michael V. One OMT. And another for Michael V as he moves on to the top 16. Excellent runs by both drivers there. Absolutely phenomenal. That's what we like to see out there on the track. And I know that was an absolute nail-biting battle for both drivers. Let's get back to the line here. Up next, we got Legacy Kogan. Legacy Kogan facing off against Bread. Send them. Let's go. Nice, calm, collected through there. Let it rip. Nice. Solid initiation by Kogan. Bread cinching it in there, trying to match that angle and get onto his door. Oh. Bread definitely trying to close that gap, losing a little bit of angle there in the chase position as we push across to our final two zones onto the wall with a contact by Bread. Oh no, that is not what he wants to see there. That is bad news bears there for Bread out on the track. Let's take a quick little replay look there. He was definitely trying to apply that pressure on Legacy Kogan that entire time. And maybe just gave her a little bit too much into that last zone. Just a massive contact there, unfortunate. And as they come around here into that last zone, yep, right there, it just looks like Kogan took advantage of that decel zone, and Bread was just going full throttle, trying to catch up there. But let's let him run this second battle. Bread to get a little redemption here in that lead position. Anything can happen at this point. We've seen it before, some major upsets. Bread now in the lead position. Legacy Kogan in the chase. Drivers ready. Let's go. Nice flick by Bread coming across there. Kogan playing it safe. Keeping a little bit of distance there. Cinching up his door as they come across that first inner clip. Onto the back-to-back Manjis. Yeah, Kogan just needs to land this with a solid lead here. Definitely taking it on the safer end to secure himself that spot in the top 16. All right, we'll pull up that side-by-side as the judges gather their notes here and get ready to place those votes. And there's that contact. And let's switch it over to the judges. Legacy Kogan, Bread. I think we know where they're going on this one. There's one for Legacy Kogan, 2 and 3. Pushing them on to that top 16. Congratulations, and definitely a good effort by both drivers out there. I know that can be a tough one out there for from Bread's position, but let's get back to the line here. Our next battle up, it's going to be Alex Rajchev facing off against Liam. Give it just a quick second here, get our names all synced up, and we are ready and set. Drivers ready. Let's send them. Not like coming straight off of a 3-2-1 into a speed limit zone, but here we go. Let's let them rip. Alex Rajchev with a throw in that angle early, cross that initiation line. As they are pushing through that back straight. Cross our final 2 outer zones. Alex Rajchev in the lead position. Liam in the chase, putting up a little bit of pressure there, losing some angle as they come across, racing across that finish line. Kick it on over to that judging screen. Alex Rajchev, Liam Kinko, Akihiko. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Alex Rajchev and Liam facing off here. See where the judges land on this one. Drivers ready. Let's go. And it looks like both of them had some misses there on that final zone there. Judges want to give them another shake at it here. Let's see how it goes. Nice solid initiation there by Alex. As Liam pulls up here, trying to match that angle, coming around that inner clip and into the back straight. Both these guys showing a little bit of weakness here in that final wall zone. See how it fares out. A little bit of contact there, pushing Alex Rajachev. And across the line, they go. It's unfortunate. Poor Liam in the chase position there, pushing it, giving it all he's got, and giving a little more than a love tap there. These guys working their way back down the track to line up for that second battle, and we will hear back from the judges here shortly. Yeah, coming around that inner clip too, just a little too much speed. Alex Rajachev getting pushed right off the track there. Oh, we saw it in the last run. Let's see these guys run the second battle. Alex Rajachev just needs to hold a solid chase here. Probably going to be taking it a little bit on the safe end. As long as they make it throughout the end there, should be a pretty easy call there by the judges. Let's send them. We got Liam in the lead position, Alex in the chase. Nice solid initiation by both drivers. Filling out those outer zones into that inner clip and across our back Manji. They got to set it up right here on this last outer zone to get into that zone without throwing it too wide. And Liam has done a great job of that. Alex Rajachev holding up and keeping up with Liam here as they come across the line. We'll take that that side by side of that OMT battle that we just saw. All right, look like the judges are ready here. We'll switch over to that screen here. Alex Rajachev with one vote in by the judges here. 2 and 3. That is a full sweep by the judges going to Alex Rajachev. Great effort by both drivers here on that OMT run, and we will see Alex Rajachev in that top 16. Up next, we got OTE Dom facing off against Jay Elgood. Can you guys hear me? I see a Cosmos muted on the YouTube here. You guys hear me? All right. Let's get them sent on their way. Dom in the lead position. Jay Elgood in the chase. Let's send it. Let's let them rip. Oh, a nice solid initiation there by Dom. Maybe a little bit over angle there, but Jay Elgood just matching it. These guys looking like synchronized swimmers out there. Here we go. Coming around that back straight into our Manji. Setting it up for that inner clip too. Jay Elgood pushing in, closing the distance. And across those two outer zones into our wall. Jay Elgood also just cinching it in there, getting as close as he can, and across the line they go. What a great run by both drivers. Not easy to do what Jay Elgood. Man, anytime that we saw Jay Elgood start to back off in this chase position, facing off against Dom here, we just see him cinch it right back in as soon as it's safe, transition's complete, and he's cinching right back up onto his door. And an absolute beast on the track there. Dom just following that line map to a T, hitting those decel zones, and everything all above. Let's get ourselves back over to Battle 2. We're going to have Jay Elgood in the lead position now with Dom in the chase. Let's see those lights. Let's go. And they come out the straight, letting it rip, and across the line, Jay Elgood throwing some massive angle. Dom trying to match that up right off the bat, feeling out the style, how he's running out there on the track. Ooh, Dom going a little bit wide on that inner clip, but still holding on Jay Elgood's door. Here we go, coming around our final two outer zones into the wall. Jay Elgood, Dom in the chase. And across the line. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we have that side-by-side replay, so we can look at both battles right there on one screen for you, for our judges, and even that spicy drone cam by Spawn's FPV down in that bottom right-hand corner. You'll have to give me just 1 second. Working on some things in the background here as we get prepared to be sending ourselves over to the next server here. It's going to put us into our second half of this top 32 battles. All right, let's switch it over to the judging screen for them. OTE Dom in that first position there. Jay Elgood in the second. Let's see where the judges land. Solid runs by both drivers. Definitely a few little areas that both of them could improve on moving forward. We got Jay Elgood in the chase. Or one judge. Let's see where they go. Got one going OMT. 2 on the OMT. So we are going to see these guys run it one more time out there on the track. They must have seen some stuff out on there that was just too close to call. We're going to see them run it one more time. Give a quick reminder out to our drivers on the track. We are turning around at the end and headed back. You guys are able to pit for the OMT, but we got to keep those set of tires on there as well. OT Dom in the lead position, Jay Elgood in the chase. Let's send them. Nice flick across the line there by Dom. Jay Elgood right on his door. Jay Elgood putting the pressure on. These guys got to give it their all here to secure themselves a spot in that top 16. Back to back, right in through our last zone here onto the wall. Jay Elgood trying to cinch it up there, matching that angle, and across the line they go. Get us over to that instant replay while they work their way back down the track. All right, it looks like they are making their way back to the line. One of these guys are ready to rock here. Jay Elgood in that lead position. Dom in the chase. Let's send him. Nice and tidy through these cones. Coming out the other side. Let's let it rip. Nice flick across the line. Ooh, going a little bit on the inside there by Jay Elgood, but still hitting those zones. As we come across, there was a slight contact. Jay Elgood pushing out way far over on that inner clip. Judges are gonna have to take a close look at that one, see what happened. These guys are pushing across another contact. These guys giving it their all and across the line. Holy. You know, right as you think you had it figured out in your head, and then you start seeing these guys just duking it out. Let's get our side by side. Sorry about that. Going to be doing my best to kind of recover some of the audio here from these clips that you guys are taking a look at here. Fortunately, they are just plagued with my voice all over them. Can't even do a secondary commentate over some of these clips here. Very interesting with the contacts we saw out there on the track. We'll kick ourselves over to the judging screen and await their decision. You guys watching through their replays, we got multiple judges loaded into the tracks, looking for different angles, aerial cams, slow-mos, everything like that. So sometimes it takes them just a little bit extra time. Make sure we get the right call out there on the track. All right. Got one going for Dom. One OMT. All right, looks like there was a little bit of a misunderstanding there, and it is going over to JL Good out there on the track. Like I said, new technology comes new problems. JL Good moving on. Sorry for the suspenseful judging screen there, but JL Good making it on to that top 16. Congratulations. And we are going to be switching over to our next server here. So we are just going to pull up our little line map here, and we'll get ourselves all situated here, get our drivers loaded in, and we'll be right back with you. Staff members have been out there telling them, we're coming. Hide your cars. Yeah, we had an absolute, taking a look at chat here, we had an absolute massive qualifying, 153. These judges last night were up till about 4:45 in the morning getting those scores put in. So it was no easy task for them. Definitely working on getting things streamlined around here, especially with that many competing. But these guys, top 32. 152 drivers. Pretty crazy. Let's throw up some cameras here. These guys running out on the track right now. We're in. We'll just do a little bit of spectating out there. We hear them ripping. All right, we'll take a look at some of these guys practicing out here on the track. Spawns our drone man taking a little break. Let him rest his thumbs here. Huge shout out to everybody out here that helps make CSG Drift happen. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen with just a blink. There is so much organization that goes on in the back scenes. We got all staff volunteers and everything like that. Really takes quite a team of people to put together this many drivers and be able to make it out the other side of some of these battles. We have some growing pains this season, and everybody has done a great job adjusting with those. But that was growing pains. But yeah, we did, one of the new things we did for this season is we did launch our Season 4 merch for CSG Drift. All proceeds go to making CSG Drift a little bit better, a little bit more streamlined, and thanks some of those volunteers that come here and work for you guys for free on those. Why not score yourself a t-shirt and help out the competition as well? We're always free, open to everybody, and appreciate every single one of these drivers too here competing with us tonight. End plug. Give them just a little bit longer here and we will have them. Yeah, I will say that those t-shirts are decently priced. Not a huge margin on that, so just a little bit to show some appreciation. We got cones flying out on the track right now, getting in position. Looks like our first battle here tonight is going to be Nolan Stanley facing off against Randy. This guy's trying to tongue twist me. Well, all right, letting the server settle here. Some of the drivers get situated, and we'll see those lights for them to go. Probably just about another minute or two here, and we'll be set to start on our second half of the top 32 battles. And here they go. We got Nolan Stanley in the lead position and Randy in the chase. Nice solid initiation there by Stanley in the lead position. Randy in the chase. Holy, coming in, trying to close that distance on that inner clip. These guys going on the back-to-back Manji here. And Randy losing a little bit of it as he can cinch it in here, but Nolan Stanley racing away from him here as we come across, trying to close that zone, and across the line they go. Holy. Take another look at that. Get our man Spawn's camera pulled up as well. Some nice quiet replays going here as we work through a little bit of technical issues on the back end here, but we will be hopping right back to the line. These guys flip-flopped in position, and Randy in the lead position. Nolan Stanley in the chase. Let's send them. Here we go, coming across that initiation line, and Randy throwing a nice fill out on that first outer zone. Coming through our back Manji, Stanley just putting on the pressure as they come into the inner clip too. Along the back straight, here we go, and into the wall. Nolan Stanley closing the distance there and matching that angle as we get across the finish line. Get our get our side-by-side play in here for you guys and the judges. All right, give that one final watch here, and we'll switch it over to the judge screen and wait their decision. Nolan Stanley facing off against N. Randy. One going to N. Randy in the chase for that first run. Wait on our two other judges, and we'll guys looking at a few smaller details here on their replays, and we should be hearing back from them shortly. Tick-tock on the clock, these judges. Here we go. One going Nolan Stanley. We got an even split here. Gonna come down to our judge 3. And that's going to N. Randy. Moving on to our top 16. Congratulations and good runs by both drivers. Kick us back over to our line here as we have our next set of drivers line up. It looks like we had a cut out there on the track. Up next, we got Shuzno Dan facing off against Garrett Shaw. These drivers ready. Let's go. Nice solid initiation there by Dan across that line as we push through to our second outer zone. Garrett S putting the pressure on through the inner clip as they head to our back of the straight for the Manji. 3 outer zones in this. And into our inner clip too. Garrett definitely having to cut a little bit there to hold that proximity across the track. A little bit of contact there coming from Dan, and across the line they go. Sometimes chase drivers got to do what it's got to do to make it happen. We had a little bit of a cut there on that inner clip too by the chase. Trying not to lose Dan out there on the track. As they push across this last zone though, Dan coming in really hot to this wall, trying to shave the speed in that decel zone, and ends up tapping the wall there. It looks like 2 times and across the line. There you go. So let's get us back to the line. These guys are ready to go. Garrett Shaw in the lead position. Shaznodan in the chase. Let's go. On the straight, ripping it out there. Shaznodan with a little bit of a gap difference there. Man, Garrett just fading away here at this point. Something definitely happened there with Dan on that initiation. Here we go, coming into our last 2 outer zones. And a solid fill out there by Garrett Shaw and Dan to follow it up. Let's get the side-by-side up, and I'm going to take another look here at that Battle 2 and see what happened there. Yeah, it looks like just a little slow there on the entry, causing him to fall behind there as Garrett S. started to make his way down the track and push through there. Fortunately. All right, we'll switch it over to our judge screen here. Dan facing off against Garrett. Looks like we still have judges looking at some replays and some slow-mos here. And we'll see where these guys place. Who's moving on to the top 16? Judges just looking at those initiations. We've had some wild initiations before that line, but just taking a closer look. Getting a all good from the judges. Garrett Shaw with 1, 2, and 3. A full sweep for Garrett Shaw here tonight. Moving on to our top 16. Up next, we have Abdu 98 facing off against Tyler Duck. I think we'll do a little a drone cam action here from our man Spawns. Drivers ready. Let's send them. Tyler Duck rocking that Daffy Duck on the back. Here we go, coming around. First corner, speed limit zone as they let it rip. Pushing into that first outer zone with a nice fill out by Abdu 98. Tyler Duck putting on the pressure, trying to get into his door there. You can see him inching in. Abdu going a little wide there on the Manji. It's going to be interesting how that speed gets shaved off here as they come across that inner clip too. Nice solid push across there and into the last wall zone. And across the line they go. Oop. Just a second here as I try to get that situated. Yeah, it looks like we may have missed that on our end, but the judges do have it. These guys working their way back down the track here. And it comes circling back around. We're gonna have Tyler Duck in the lead position now. Abdu 98. Let's send him. Let's go. Tyler Duck in the lead position. Abdu 98 rocking that that stock VDC car, but man, did he rip it on qualification. Oh, and we got some wild things happening there on that first outer zone. Abdu trying to make the adjustments there and close up this distance here with Tyler Duck. Holy. Looks like we are having a little bit of choppiness coming through our screen here, but don't worry, we got the judges in there as well, grabbing these replays and taking a closer look. See if we can take a look. This is the second battle here. Something happened here. Throwing some tires off the track there, 2 of them full off, and then recovers it and trying to save that run. A lot of smoke here coming through the drone cam. We'll have to see what that looks like for the judges. Absolutely wild. All right, we're going to kick it over to the judge screen. Yeah, we just need a quick clear out here real quick. All right, we got Abdu 98 with 1 for the lead. Two and 3, all going over for Abdu 98. Moving on to our top 16. All right, for a little bit of fake out there. Sometimes those entries aren't clearing out. We're working on it on the back end right now to get that situated out. But up next, we got AOM Gambit facing off against Hugo Black. Spawns out there, flying around on our track on this beautiful day. I wish it looked that warm and sunny outside for me, but we got about a foot of snow outside. Ooh, give me 1 second here, everybody. Let's go. Need to keep these drivers waiting. We had to make sure that we got it for you guys at home to take a look at those cinematic replays from those track cameras. Nice solid initiation there by AO Gambit. Definitely some corrections there by Hugo Black in the chase position. But pulling it together. Let's see how they shake out the second half of the track. Crosshair Manjis into that inner clip 2. And a nice deep fill out on that second to last zone into the wall. AOM Gambit just rocking out there on the track. Let's take a look at that replay. Definitely a little bit of struggles there on that first cross line initiation, taking a little bit on the conservative route, seeing where Gambit was going. Now he's got him shaked out, feeling how he's performing out there on the track. They cinch it together here in the end. Hugo Black in that chase position, AOM Gambit in the lead. Head on back over to the line as they make their way back through the track. All right, I'm going to line back up. Hugo Black in the lead position now. AOM Gambit in the chase. Let's go. Going through this 50-mile-an-hour speed limit zone. About to let her rip. Nice solid initiation there by Hugo Black. Filling out every inch of that zone. And cross to our second zone. AOM Gambit putting the pressure on early. Back into our back straight for the Manji. Oh, Hugo Black going very wide on there, causing some contact there, and Gambit just going straight. I hate to see that out there on the track. Very tragic out there on the track tonight. Let's take a look at the replay on that, see what happened for Hugo and Gambit. Seemed like Gambit didn't know where to go. Ended up making that contact and just ended up taking her straight. Looks like we're getting the ready from the judges here. We'll send us over to that screen. Gambit and Hugo Black. All right, looks like that one is going to Hugo Black, 1 for the OMT, and it's off to Hugo. Fortunately, we didn't have the finish on his chase there. And we're going to have a quick little break here while the next 8 drivers line up and get ready. So we'll have some load-ins here and these guys getting prepared for that. Take a look at spawns capturing some of these guys running out here on the track while everybody gets loaded in. Another 8 drivers loaded in here. We got CDS Emily, King, DMI Wolf, Ashira Arahara, Belroop, Purewall, Saif Hamdan, and Legacy Safe. Okay. We got a correction there by some of the staff. That is Saif Hamdan and Legacy Husa Racing and DMI Togue. Few of these brackets, we got some teammates that might be facing off against one another. If everything crumbles out that way, could get interesting out there on the track here tonight. Just another minute or two, we'll have them all loaded in here, and we'll finish out our top 32 battles. And that puts us only 8 battles away from those podium finishes. Or sorry, more than that. 14 battles away. All right, looks like we got the ready from the staff. CDS Emily in the lead position, facing off against King in the chase. Both VDC 3.0 stock cars here. Nice solid push for Emily through that first outer zone. Second one with a nice fill out as well. King pushing in, putting the pressure on as we push through the second half of the track here on that back Manji. No problems whatsoever. Emily lining up for that inner clip too. Very nice. Full fill out. King taking a little tight back there on the inner clip too. And across the line they go. Take a look at that replay while they head back down the track. Very nice run by both drivers there. King definitely feeling a little bit of struggles there in the second half, having to cut a few corners to kind of keep his proximity and chase alive there. But very nice start to both drivers here. He was putting the pressure on early. Hitting those back-to-backs. And we saw a little bit of an early initiation there by King, having to make it up there, cutting across and cinching her in for that last wall. Not too shabby given the circumstances. All right, give us 1 second here. All right. We got him lined up. King in the lead position this time. Emily in the chase. King with a nice flick across that initiation line. Emily putting the pressure on. Let's see it. Nice, a solid run through those inner clips. Cross to our back Manji, back and forth here. Into our second inner clipping zone with a nice full fill out there by King. Emily just sticking right by the side there. Maybe a little bit of an over rotation there, causing some contact as they came out the back end there. Judges are going to be taking a look, see what happened with that. We'll replay that back. Got that decel zone coming into the wall, but only for the entrance to that wall. So to see where the judges claim fault on that contact for that last bit of battle 2. All right, these judges taking a real close look at that contact. Both of them having pretty similar runs up until we saw that contact in that last wall section. determining a fault on that contact. All right, looks like we're getting the thumbs up from the judges. Let's kick us over to that screen. CES Emily facing off against King. 2 going lead, so that instantaneously goes off to Emily, and the third one by our judge there. That must be due to fault on that hit. I think we're seeing that in play here. Up next, we got DMI Wolf facing off against Hashira Ahara. Yeah, it looks like the judges did deem that on King there for that previous run. Or slowing up on the wall. There was some wall contacts before the car-to-car contact hit and caused that slow up to end up making that massive contact. All right, looks like we have ourselves our first buy run here tonight. This is DMI Wolf. We have a Hashira Ahara that was unable to make it here tonight, and we are sending him down the track for our first official season 4 buy run. Let's give him the good old drone treatment here. And see, automatically gets that pass and gets some of that sweet drone action. Big shout out to our guy Spawns FPV over there, rocking the thumbsticks all night long and doing an excellent job of it. Looks like our next competitors here tonight are going to be Elroop Purewall and Safe Hamdan. All right, in the lead position, Purewall. In the chase, Hamdan. Nice, controlled and smooth through that initiation, and they're letting it rip. We got a big gap here by Purewall and Safe. Come across those first 3 zones. It's definitely got some ground to make up here. Push through our last 2 zones and onto the wall. Purewall giving it all he got, and there is Safe coming up at the last second there for some proximity. Man saying, wait up, Just looked like a little bit of a slow initiation there by Safe Hamdan. All right, and they should be heading right back to our starting line. They're almost there. We'll get these guys ready to go. Safe Hamdan in the lead position and Melru Purewall in the chase. Let's send them. And here they let them rip. Purewall on that door right away as Safe pushes through those first two outer zones. Nice fill outs coming across that inner zone. And on to Armanji, back to back. Purewall's going nowhere. He's staying right there on his door. Got those flashers going out on the track and into the wall here. With a solid run there. Looks like we just had a little bit of an upset there from that chase run by Safe. There we have it, a full flush over onto Purewall, coming down to that first chase run there. We are on to our last battle of the top 32, putting us to our top 16. We got one more battle to go. That is going to be Legacy Husa Racing facing off against DMI Togue SR. Great stuff by both drivers. It was nice to see Safe Hamdan really pull it together on that lead run. Just a little bit of a mistake there on his chase, but definitely a great second battle by those drivers. All right, looks like we do not have a Legacy Husa Racing. Absolutely wild. So we are getting a bye run for DMI Togue. Be back with you guys in less than 5 for that top 16. All right, server is booted up for our final top 16. That is our last server change of the night, putting us down to If you guys are wondering where that is, you can find that over in our server links section on the CSG Drift Nights. That will be the top 16 server. Looks like we got a quick reboot on the server. There was a slight typo in that entry list, but we got it situated, and we'll be right back with you guys in just about 2 minutes. As I know everybody's furiously hitting that refresh button on the server. It should be popping up here in just a second. Looking for it myself, and there we go. Loading in, and we'll watch some of these guys get a few little practice laps in while everybody gets situated. And we will be starting off strong with our top 16. Daniel Camacho and Nathan Vieira facing off. These guys furiously getting a few runs in here while our staff loads in, gets everything squared away, and we'll be loading in our first batch of drivers. Only 14 battles to go till we know that top podium finish of first, second, and third. Great time to get up, grab yourself some water. I know I need it. All right, our first two drivers of the night are going to be Daniel Camacho facing off against Nathan Vieira. As I was talking about it before, we got teammates facing off, battling together. Drivers ready. Let's send them right into our first battle of the top 16. Daniel Camacho, Nathan Vieira. As they let them rip, coming through that first zone. What an excellent proximity by Nathan in that chase position, taking it nice and safe, but keeping on his door as they come across to our back section through the Manjis. Nice fill out through that inner clip two, onto the wall here, into our last decel zone. And what a run by both drivers here tonight. Guys zooming back here, working their way back towards that line to get battle 2 ready for them to face off here. Solid first run for the server tonight. Daniel Camacho and Nathan. As they get relined up here. Nathan now in the lead position, and Daniel in the chase. Drivers ready. Let's go. Huge flick by Nathan there. Definitely shaving some speed there, but Daniel Camacho making some contact there and pushing him off the track a bit. Daniel Camacho nowhere to be found. Oh, as he's coming up on the track, trying to finish out that run. That is unfortunate to see. do have that first decel zone coming across that initiation line. Judges will have to take a closer look at that, and we'll pull up our side-by-sides. All right, let's switch this over to the judges zone. We got them in there, the background there, waiting for the results of that. Gonna have to determine fault on that hit. One going Camacho. And there it is. Daniel Camacho getting the pass on. Looks like Nathan is at fault for that one. And there was a very delayed comeback on throttle there. Teammates facing off there as they fortunately had a little mix up there on that second battle. Let's get us back to the line as we wait for our next two drivers to line up, Ed Edwards and Zach Macy. Here we go. We got Zach Macy in the lead. Or sorry, Ed Edwards in the lead. Zach Macy in the chase. My apologies. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is Zach Macy in the lead. Ed Edwards in the chase. I flip-flopped that, boys. My bad. They had it correct. Everybody heard me. Let the staff work this out here real quick, and we will get that situated. Yep. It's probably my apologies, everybody. Let's pull up the bracket really quick here. I haven't shown it much this evening, and we haven't given access to that document for a lot of our drivers here tonight. So upcoming, we have Ed Edwards facing off against Zach Macy, Michael V, and Legacy Kogan, Alex Rajachev, and Jay Elgood. Only a few battles to go, and we'll have these guys ready. Cross the initiation line. These guys are flying. Ed Edwards in the lead position in that white BMW. We got Zach Macy in the chase position, putting on the pressure. They kick through our back section here into our inner clip 2. Cross those 2 outers and into the wall here. Ed Edwards and Zach Macy. We'll see a little bit of the bracket here in the beginning of the replay as it will wipe away right into their run. So I'll give my apologies to the bracket confusion there. No wonder we were flip-flopping drivers there back and forth due to the fact that we do not have the shareable Excel document this season. It will be posted in Discord. We'll get on that. Like I said, round 1, shaking out the cobwebs, getting everything situated here. Only gets smoother here on out. All right. Got Zach Macy in the lead now. Ed Edwards in the chase. Let's send him. Calm, cool, collected through the speed limit. Let's hear him rip. A nice initiation across that line by Zach Macy. Ed Edwards putting on the pressure. Not to be forgotten. A little bit of a bounce there by Ed Edwards in the chase position, but holding his own. Zach Macy filling out the zones, coming around to our inner clip 2. Very wide there, but pulling through for a full fill out on that second to last zone and onto the wall. Zach Macy zooming. Let's go. Got a few brackets popping up here and there. Should wipe for us there. There we go. Give a quick question to the YouTube chat out there. You guys hear a car idling right now? Working through some little tech stuff and giving one more A little watch through here, and the judges should have their results here for who moves on to that top 8 position. Who's going to be facing off against Daniel Camacho. Kick us on over to that screen. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. It's sometimes a little difficult to diagnose because not everything comes through my headphones. We got one for Zach Macy in the chase. Two. And one for OMT. And that is saying due to some contacts that were made out there on the track, as we move on to our next battle, which is going to be between Michael V and Legacy Kogan. Holy, that's loud. Somebody out there's got an absolute open header. All right, drivers ready. Let's send them. Michael V in the lead position. Legacy Kogan in the chase. There they go, and my fault, but we're on to our drone cam. Nice fill out by Michael V in the lead position. Kogan in the chase, keeping the pressure on as they come across that inner zone. Have to shake out some of the little connection issues we're having here. Oh, little bit of a lost angle there by Kogan as Michael V is filling out those zones, coming across that last wall and across the line. All right, we got him lined back up. Legacy Kogan in the lead position and Michael V in the chase. Let's send him. Kind of like a little quick reboot on that drone cam. Nice and smooth now. Let's go. Legacy Kogan with a nice fill out there. Michael V falling behind a little bit there on the initiation. Filling out that inner clip and across to our back straight for the Manji. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and straight through the pylon for Kogan. That is out of the ordinary for Kogan out on the track tonight as Michael V follows up behind him for that chase run. Get our side-by-sides going here. That was unfortunate. It looks like just a little bit of a lackluster entry there, causing some issues there for Kogan. Loss of speed there coming into that inner clip 2, causing a pylon hit right through the middle of the car, and then Michael V trying to follow it up there as well in the chase position. We'll let them look over that in the judges' quarters as we got Michael V facing off against Legacy Kogan. Drop some of those engine sounds for you guys as we await the judge review. All right, Michael V, Legacy Kogan. All right. Thumbs up from the judges casting their votes. 1 for Michael V in. 2, which is going to get him on to the top 8. Congratulations to Michael V there, as we'll get our next drivers lined up here in just a moment. Our man Spawn's out there, a flying drone camera for us tonight. Huge thank you to him, as well as a bunch of other people. And I'll pop up on our screen here for you guys to take a look at. Thanks to all the drivers competing here. Alex Rogachev versus Jay Elgood. And they're off. Nice solid entry there by Alex Rogachev. Jay Elgood keeping at his heels, filling out that inner zone and coming across to our back manchi. 1, 2, and 3 outer zones as they push through to that second outer zone into the wall. And an absolute insane proximity by Alex Rogachev as he came through that last section. Let's take a look at that in the replay. Pretty much hooking that spoiler over the wall by Alex Rogachev. Back and forth through this back section, long straight, 3 outer zones into that inner clip, and absolute insane angle there by Alex Rajachev as he hooks his spoiler over the edge there and just right across the line. What a run by both drivers. These guys are just about coming back to the line here. We'll do them justice here and get spawns back up for the second cam. All right, we got JL Good in the lead position. Alex Rajachev in the chase. Let's see it. Nice initiation there by JL Good. Go to a little bit on the inside there. Alex Rajachev putting the pressure on for those first 2 zones, coming across that inner clip. The back-to-back Manji here. Alex Rajachev trying to keep up that proximity, dropping a little bit of angle there to maintain his proximity to Elgood here. As Elgood comes into the wall, same thing, huge angle, huge proximity, and across the line. Excuse me. You guys are choking me up over here. Got our side-by-side of the drone spawns FPV cam. Battle 1, we had a very nice fill out on that first zone by Alex Rajachev, as well as some angle coming through this straight, long back section with these 3 outer zones. Setting them up nicely for that inner clip too. And both these guys in those lead positions throwing some massive proximity to the wall there and across the line. We'll see what the judges got to say about it. All right, Alex Rajachev, he gets 1. 2. Putting him onto that top 8 and a full sweep from our judges. Alex Rajachev moving on to the top 8. Congratulations and great runs to both drivers. Uh-oh. Yeah, 1 second, everybody. A slight technical difficulty, but we will get that squared away here in 1 second. Our next battle up is going to be nRandy facing off against Garrett Shaw. As these guys load in and get ready. There we go. Our man Spawns there taking some nice close-ups of Garrett S's custom 370Z. 350Z. Waiting for a few more to load in so that the server is stable, because we always talk about it, not joining or leaving while these guys are running rounds. Got Garrett Shaw in the chase position and Randy in the lead. They're lined up. Ready to go. And they're off. Nice solid initiation by Randy as Garrett Shaw pulls up to his door, says, "Hey, I'm here. Let's go." As they push through that inner clip into our back Manji. 1, 2, and 3 outer zones here coming into our inner clip 2. A solid fill out. Garrett Shaw absolutely on and Randy's door the entire time, coming around and across the line they go. Let's take a look at that in replay here. These guys are making their way back down the track for the next run. Does look like we had a little bit of contact there on that first corner. Could have been a little bit off throttle there by and Randy, but judges will have to take a look at that. There we go. We got them back lining up. We got Garrett S in the lead now and Randy in the chase. This is the second time I've had a little bit of a connectivity issue on my end, but we are here with the drone camera. Garrett S in the lead position and Randy in the chase. Garrett throwing some angle here through that back Manji, setting himself up for that inner clip 2 and across the wall here into our last decel zone and skating through that wall and across the line they go. Sorry for the drone cam footage for the second one there and not for the first, but once in a while the game gives me a little grief for not being in a car, moving around. All right. Switch that over to our screen. Wait for the judges. All right, we got one for Garrett. Two. And an OMT for the last. Pushing it to Garrett Shaw. Moving on. Up next, we got Abdu 98 facing off against Hugo Black. Guys, we are just 9 battles away. Technically 8 till our top battle of the night. All right, and we got them lined up. Got Abdu 98 facing off against Hugo Black. Let it rip. Dude, throwing some angle there, utilizing that decel zone. Hugo Black having some proximity to close out here as they push across that inner clip 1 into our back stretch. This guy's throwing some angle, coming across there, filling out the full outer, second to last outer zone there, and onto the wall here. Hugo Black cinching it up right at the end there. Absolute solid lead here and chase for Hugo Black as he is coming around. A little bit of a cut there, but all right, and we'll get us back to the line as they are flipping back around. Hugo Black in the lead position now. Abdu 98 in that chase position. Hugo throwing some angle there. Abdu taking it on the inside to make up for that. As we do look like we have a little bit of a speed difference here out on the track. Abdu trying to get on that door. And there he goes, closing it up with a little bit of contact. Coming across that inner clip 2 and onto the wall. And we have a little bit more contact on the wall as they finish that one out. We'll get our bracket up displayed here for you guys one more time as well. We got 2 more battles following this one. CDS Emily facing off against DMI Wolf, and Pure Wall facing off against Togue SR, another DMI. Take this over to our judges. One going Hugo. Two, putting Hugo on to the top 8. Congratulations, and it is a full sweep from our judges. Going to Hugo Black on that one. Came down to Chase on that one. Hugo Black had that proximity, had that angle matching, and put him to move on to the next round. Up next, we got CDS Emily facing off against DMI Wolf. Drivers ready. Let's go. This will be Wolf's first battle of the night. He got a bye run on that first part of the bracket, waiting around. Could be a blessing, could be a curse. Emily filling out that first, second, and third zones, coming around into that inner clip one. Nicely done. DMI not letting off and keeping that proximity in his chase run as they come across our straight into our second inner zone. Onto the wall with an excellent fill out by Emily. DMI Wolf right there, and a little bit of wall scrapage right there at the end. Take a quick look at that replay as they make their way back to the starting line. Very confident, smooth entry there into that first zone, and a nice full fill out on that inner zone. Really pushing onto this wall here though, and then we did have a little bit of contact there on the wall from Emily, causing that contact between Wolf and her. And just about making their way back to that starting line. All right, drivers ready. We got DMI Wolf in the lead position, CDS Emily in the chase. Let's go. Nice flick there by Wolf. Emily's got a little bit of ground to make up here, coming around those first two outers. Oh, looks like maybe a little bit of contact there on the transition, but coming around with a nice fill out on the inner clip there. Coming around to Armanji, back to back. DMI starting to pull away a little bit there. Emily trying to cinch it up and cutting in a little tight there, but across the line they go. There's
off of that run alone.
Lot to unwrap there, and we'll let the judges take a closer look as we take a look as well.
I want to see if we'll fill out that first zone. And the other run, sorry. My bad, I should know.
This was just Chase mistake here.
Yeah, no, I know that. And then the contact from Emily, or... Wait, go back again?
Yeah, it was Emily.
Well, no, I know, but I want to just see where he was heading. Yeah, he was doing perfect. That's Emily. Gotta double check myself. She hit that pylon.
Looks like we had two little contact points there, one on that first battle and one on the second battle. Between a wall and a transition.
Can I see you round one more time after this?
Yeah.
Definitely not. I've been hopping VCs. And the thumbs up from the judges here. One going Wolf. 2. And 1 for OMT. So that puts it off to Wolf, moving on to the top 8. Great runs by both drivers there. And we'll see Wolf in the next coming battles. Up next, we got Battleroot Pure Wolf facing off against DMI Togue. Pure Wall in the lead position. Togue SR in the chase. Drivers ready. Let's send them. Nice flick there by Pure Wall. Togue SR got some ground to make up. A little bit of a slower initiation across that line as we come across our inner clip 1 into the back straight. Back and forth. A solid fill out there by Pure Wall, coming very wide there with some massive speed. He's got to shave some off here for the wall as Togue SR tries to keep up there at the end and across the line. Definitely Pure Wall starting to slip away here on that back straight. And Togue SR doing everything in his power to keep that chase going. They're just about back to the starting line here. Togue now in the lead position, Pure Wall in the chase. Let's send him. Let's see him rip here. Togue SR in the lead position, Pure Wall in that chase position. Same thing, got to make up a little bit of that on his chase run, but comes right in here at that second outside zone. Probably taking it a little cautious on that first outer zone. And as we come across the back straight to that second outer zone, following right onto Togue and across the wall and across the line they go. All right, just waiting to hear from the judges as our two drivers in the background there ripping up the track. Pierwall, Togue. One for Pierwall. Two, pushing him on to that top 8. And that one goes with a full 3 judge wipe going to Pierwall. So we have one more load in here for our drivers here tonight. Got our last 4 battles. Let's get that bracket on the screen. Come this far, now we have our top 8. Only 6 battles remain. First up is going to be Daniel Camacho and Zach Macy fighting it out. Then Michael V and Alex Rajachev, and Garrett Shaw, Hugo Black, and DMI Wolf and Pierwall duking it out. Give them just a quick second to load in here. Our guy Spawns out there ripping up the track with some fellow drivers, getting some extra few runs in. Well, everybody loads up and gets ready for these final battles. Get a chant going. Let's go, Macho Camacho. Daniel Camacho and Nathan Vieira. All right, let's get ready to send them. Here they go. Daniel Camacho, Zach Macy. See him rip. Here we go. What an initiation there by Daniel Camacho and Zach Macy pulling up on the side door right across the line. Through our back straight, onto our third outer there, and into that inner zone. Cutting it very tight there by Camacho, but coming up, shaving some speed on the wall, and Zach Macy right there on his door. Let's go. A nasty initiation by both drivers there, coming across, no problem on those first 2 zones, coming into our inner clip and fully filling out some of these zones here on this straight. Little bit of a tight entry here by Daniel Camacho as he came across that inner clip too. May need a slowdown there by the judges, but as we come across that wall, no problems whatsoever. And Beautiful run by both drivers. Kick it on over to our track cam as they line back up. This time, Zach Macy in the lead position, Daniel Camacho in the chase. Drivers ready. Let's go. Nice solid initiation by both. Daniel Camacho, a little bit of room to make up there, but no problem whatsoever coming through those two outers and into that inner zone. Zach Macy putting down a lead run here tonight. Excellent fill out on that inner clip too. Daniel Camacho trying to close the distance there into our last decel zone onto that wall. And a phenomenal run by Zach Macy. See those side by side. You guys are hilarious. Chance Wilden. Him gone. Can we please force both drivers to go to the bathroom, wipe after that run, because what I just saw was absolutely disgusting. Good shit, boys. Yeah, absolutely. Wild runs by Zach Macy and Daniel Camacho here. I had a feeling we were going to have a spectacular matchup between these two drivers. We've seen them in the competitions before, and they don't disappoint, that's for sure. Both absolute spectacular leads here, and then the chase runs. Especially that battle one, Zach Macy absolutely ripping up the track. Wait till we get the thumbs up from the judges here and we will switch on over. And one last review in and we will hear back from the judges here. All right, got the thumbs up from the judges. About to cast those votes. Zach Macy pulls up on our right hand side there. We got one for Zach Macy. Two for Zach Macy and an OMT. I think that third judge just wanted to see some absolute brutality on the track there tonight. Spectacular stuff. That goes off to Zach Macy. Moving on. Excellent runs by both drivers. making those judges work hard tonight. Up next, we got Michael V facing off against Alex Rodjachev. We saw both beastly runs from both of these drivers here tonight. Michael V throwing down some absolute aggression on the track tonight, and Alex Rodjachev with some stellar runs. Get our drivers ready. Let's go. Michael V in the lead position. Alex Rodjachev in the chase. Michael V filling out that zone. Alex kind of struggling to figure out where to put his car there, but sorts it out by that third zone. He's got it figured out, dialed in, and coming down that back straight. We're coming across that inner clip 2 and into our last final wall zone. Michael V ripping across that wall, and Alex Rodjachev not to be forgotten. It's like maybe just a little bit of a miscalculation there by Alex Rodjachev in that lead or in that chase position, trying to figure out where that lead driver was going, and got it dialed in here at the second half of the track as Michael V filled out those zones and put a spectacular proximity onto that last and final wall. All right, we got it flipped around now. Alex Rodjachev and Michael V. Let's send them. Huge angle by Alex Rodjachev there. Michael V pushing in to close up that distance as they come around to that second outer zone. Alex Rodjachev filling out nice and deep on that inner clip into our back straight for the Manji. Huge angle coming across that by Alex Rodjachev, filling out that zone and coming into our wall with an absolute crazy lead run there. Get our side-by-side up. Send it to the judges. Yeah, it looks like we had issues from both drivers on that chase for that first outside. All right, we'll send it over to the judging panel. Very similar upsets by both drivers here. And we have a first OMT. Second. And the third one going for the Alex win on that, as we will go for the OMT one more time. Let's get these guys lined back up, fresh set of tires on there, and have them duke it out once more. It'll be Michael V in the lead position, Alex Rodjachev in the chase. Drivers ready, and let's send them. Michael V throwing down some nice angle through there. Alex Rogichev really putting the pressure on now, trying to secure himself that spot in our top 4. Absolute mental angle coming across that wall zone and across the line. Absolute mental run by both drivers here. Alex Rogichev really putting the pressure on. Have to see what this looks like the other way around. With Alex Rogichev in the lead position now and Michael V in the chase. Boys, putting on a show for us tonight. And we're sending them. Alex Rogichev in the lead position. Michael V now in the chase. Let's get it. Huge initiation by both drivers. Coming around there, Michael V trying to correct the angle there a little bit. Alex Rogichev absolutely ripping up that lead run. Michael V, not to be forgotten, pushing through there and just putting the pressure on the second half of this course here. With a massive amount of speed coming into that wall zone and flying out the other side. Alex Rogichev in the lead position and Michael V in that chase. See those replays. Send it off to the judges. Guys, absolutely beasting through the track here tonight. Gonna really come down to some of those smaller changes. Michael V versus Alex Rogichev. 1 for Alex. 2, and an OMT from the third judge. That one goes off to Alex Rogichev. Absolute stellar runs by both drivers here tonight, though. Very nitpicky by the judges is what I'm hearing. So nicely done. And up next, we got Garrett Shaw facing off against Hugo Black. All right, drivers ready. We got Garrett Shaw in the lead position. Hugo Black in the chase. Let's send him. Massive flick there by Garrett Shaw. Hugo Black putting the pressure on right away through that first zone. Coming across that second outer and our inner clip. Hugo Black does have some ground to make up as Garrett is flying down the straight here into our last outer, into massive setup there by Garrett S, throwing some angle, coming across these and filling out the full entirety of that wall. Very nice run by Garrett Shaw in that lead position, putting down a solid lead there for Hugo Black. All right, we got him coming up to the line here. Hugo Black now in the lead position. Garrett S in the chase. Let her rip. Nice solid flick by Hugo Black across that line. Garrett S trying to close that distance early. Nice solid fill out by Hugo Black on that inner clip. Coming across the back Manjis here. See how it sets up coming across that last outer zone. And Hugo Black sticks the last two zones here, coming into our final wall with some great proximity and fill out. Get that double replay up for you guys. Keep having this darn sound issue here tonight. Gonna get that worked out for our next set of Qualian battles. I assure you. Saw both Garrett Shaw and Hugo Black taking it a little easy across that initiation line with some distance to make up. And then a little bit. Some minor issues coming across that back straight there by Hugo in the chase. They're just looking at every little angle here as we wait for the thumbs up from them. Pull us up on the bracket here real quick. You guys can take another look. Got a Final battle between Zach Macy and Alex Rodchichev. It looks like we got the call for the judges. Let's get it up there. Garrett Shaw, Hugo Black. 1, 2, Hugo. And 3. All going over to Hugo as he moves on to our final rounds. It's like we had a fire drop in the chase by Garrett Shaw there. They said these judges are looking at every little thing on some of these battles as they come around. Up next, we got DMI Wolf facing off against Battle Group Pure Wall. All right. This will be our final run of the top 8. DMI Wolf facing off against Battle Group Pure Wall. We have Cone Man got disconnected. He's coming back. See him flying down the track here, trying to get into position. Need a little more brake pressure. Here they are, lined up, drivers ready. Let's send them. A nice flick by DMI Wolf across that line. Pure Wall putting on the pressure for that first and second zones. Let's see how they fare coming across this inner clip. Pure Wall throwing a little extra angle there, trying to match up with Wolf. Down that back straight. A nice fill out on that inner clip and coming around to our final wall. Across the line they go. Let's get that replay up as they head their way back down the track for the opposing battle. Nice solid chase here by Pure Wall as he tries to put that pressure on, trying to match that angle as he's coming around, but very risky moves out there by Pure Wall. DMI Wolf putting down a solid lead line as well. These guys are rolling up just about back to the line. They'll kick us over as they make their way and ready up. Swear if I lose game audio one more time, I'm gonna pull my beard hair out. Bald man over here, hence the beard hair. All right, let's get these guys ready to go. We got Pure Wall now in the lead position. Wolf in the chase. Let's see it. Calm collected through the cones and let her rip. Nice solid initiation there by Pure Wall. DMI Wolf coming up on his door through those outer zones. DMI Wolf losing a little bit of ground there as Pure Wall rips through the second half of this track. Wolf doing everything in his power, trying to get back on track and just throwing it wide with the wall hit at the end. That is unfortunate to see there for Wolf. Take a look at that replay, see what happened with Wolf in the chase on that battle 2, unfortunately. Seems like he had it going here, and fortunately lost a bunch of ground on that inner clip 1. Tried to gain it back here and just overcooked it coming into the wall. We'll kick that one right over to the judges. DMI Wolf versus Pure Wall. Got 1 going Pure Wall. 2. And the 3rd judge going for that OMT. I think that man just wants to party, but very nice runs by both. An unfortunate case of a gnarly wall hit there by Wolf on his 2nd run. Let's get him lined back up here. We are down to our last 4 battles. Zach Macy facing off against Alex Rajachev. Hugo Black facing off against Pure Wall. And then we will have our winners from those battle it out, losers from those battle it out for that bronze position. And then we will have our top battle following that shortly. Don't forget too, guys, we do have our new merch line that just dropped for season 4. All proceeds go to improving CSG Drift, as well as thanking those volunteers that help us out here run this event. It is not a one-man show. It takes quite a bit of group of us, and with so many entries, these guys have been working hard, as well as Spawns down there doing that drone cam and showing us those sweet angles. Up next here, we got Zach Macy facing off against Alex Rajachev. Let's send them. 2 guys that have put down some absolute insane runs here tonight. Zach Macy with some angle there. Alex Rajachev crowding him a little bit, coming through that first outer zone in that decel zone as we come across into the back straight. On the Manji, these guys synchronized left to right and around the back here. Enter clip 2, nice fill out by Zach Macy. Alex Rajachev not putting down the pressure as he cinches it up here in that last wall zone, and across the line they go. Absolutely mental lead and chase driver right there. Alex Rajachev giving a little bit of a kiss there on Zach Macy's door coming around that first zone. But man, look at the absolute pressure that he was putting on Zach Macy that entire chase run. Absolutely beautiful runs by both drivers there. Let's get us back to the line as these guys are ready to go once more. Alex Rajachev in the lead position, Zach Macy in the chase. Let's see it. Keeping our nice, cool, collected through the cones. Holy, as they come across, Alex Rajachev filling out that zone. Zach Macy, same thing, putting on the pressure through those first 2 outer zones, coming across that inner clip, and these guys are stuck on each other like glue. Here we go. Coming around that last inner clip, going a little wide there by Alex Rajachev. That is an unfortunate upset there for him, but Zach Macy is sticking to it, and across the wall and the line they go. Holy. Looks like that could have been a slight miscalculation there by Alex Rajachev. Just giving her a little too many beans coming around inner clip 2. Sent him into, I believe, some of those pylons. Yeah, it looks like it was a 1-2 hit on that second to last outer zone. Two very talented drivers out here on the track tonight, as well as a lot who have competed here with us. Give a huge thanks to everybody that has come and viewed this competition, partaken in it, and also volunteered. Well, let's get over to that judge screen. Zach Macy, Alex Rajachev. Zach Macy got one on the board. And there we go, a full-on wipe for the judges for Zach Macy. Moving on to the finals, but Alex Rajachev, don't go anywhere so fast because he will be in the bronze battle, duking it out for that third place position. Up next, we got Hugo Black facing off against Belarus Beerwall. Like Stabs just reached out, making sure we don't lose Alex Rajachev for that bronze battle, as we got 2 battles left till we're in our final battle of the night, facing off against the 2 best drivers from that top 32. We had 151 qualifying signups. About 120 of those got judged and partaked last night, and here we are in our final battles. We got Hugo Black. Get a little drone cam action here. Hugo and Purewall in the chase position there. Massive slowdown there by Hugo, but Purewall adapting right behind him as we come across through that inner clip and into this back straight with our 1, 2, and 3 outer zones. Hugo setting himself up for that inner clip 2 as they set up for the wall. Hugo Black with that proximity. Purewall right on his door, and across the line they go. These guys duking it out. All right, back to back there on the straight, trying to maintain that angle, coming around those last 2 zones, and Purewall zoning in and locking in with Hugo on the exit of that final zone. Let's get back to the line here as these guys about to center one more time. All right, we got Valor Purewall, Hugo Black in the chase. Let's send him. Nice, cool, calm, collected through that corner and let him rip. Purewall with a massive entry there into our first outer zone. Hugo Black right on that door, keeping his proximity, trying to match out that angle. A little bit of loss there as it looks like a slight little bit of contact coming through our straights, setting it up for that second inner zone. And Hugo falling out of line there a little bit, going a bit wide as they come around into that final zone. And across the line they go. Get those side-by-side drone camera action up. Another huge thanks out there for Spawns FPV. Don't forget to check out his socials, just as his name is down there. Spawns FPV. This man flies drones IRL, does drone camera work for ESDA, and has graced us with his presence to hang out with us here tonight with those sweet, sweet drone angles. Guys ripping it in the background here. Doing some donuts. All right, getting the thumbs up from the judges here. We'll send her over to the screen. Let's see it. Who's battling for the third place? Who's battling for first? We got one for Purewall. 2, sending Purewall and a full sweep by the judges, sending him into that final battle. Up next, we will have our bronze battle between Alex Rajachev and Hugo Black. Only got 2 battles remaining. Got Alex Rajachev facing off against Hugo Black for the bronze third place position here tonight. These guys have also put on such a great show. Hugo Black still feeling those warm tires from the run he just did. We'll get him out there and ready to go in no time. Spawns FPV doing some acrobatics out there as these guys get ready to line up over here. Alex Rajachev in the lead position here. Hugo Black in the chase. Drivers ready. Let's go. And let it rip. Alex Rajachev with a massive initiation coming across that line, filling out that zone. Hugo Black pushing on that door. These guys battling for that third place. Send them home with a medal. Here we go on the back straight. 1, 2, and 3. Nice fill out by Alex Rajachev on that lead position for those zones. Hugo Black trying to match up here on the wall and coming across the line. Get a little instant replay action there. Absolute nice, solid line there by Alex Rajachev coming around that inner clip 2 and into there. We got these guys about to line back up. And I have Hugo Black in the lead position now. Alex Rajachev in the chase. Drivers ready. Let's go. Nice solid angle there by Hugo, and Rajachev in the chase, matching that angle. Oh, but we got some contact coming across that inner clip 2, and that is unfortunate to see out there. We're gonna have the judges take a closer look, see what happened there, and they will deem fault on that contact. Very interesting place to have some contact coming through that inner clip 1, and that'll wrap that run for these drivers out on the track. Let's get that side by side, see if we can see anything from our cinematic cameras as the judges review their angles as well. All right, looks like I got the thumbs up from the judges. We'll send it over to that screen as they take their final glances at that contact. They are trying to determine fault, and it looks like we got one going Hugo, one OMT. And leaving us in suspense there, the third judge going in for Hugo Black. Little new technology, new problems, you know, that's how it goes. But excellent stuff by both drivers there tonight. Hugo Black taking in the bronze medal. Up next, we got Zach Macy facing off against Pure Wall. All come down to this, everybody. This is our final battle of the night. You guys are watching CSG Drift Cosmosign Gaming Event. This is Season 4. Round 1. VDC Brno. Track by VDC. Appreciate everybody who tuned in here tonight, hung around, and participated in this event, our volunteers and everybody else on the staff making this event possible. And Let's get these guys running. Final event of the night, or final round of the night here. Zach Macy in the lead position. Pure Wall in the chase. Drivers ready. Let's go. Massive angle there by Zach Macy. Pure Wall matching up with him on that first outer zone, coming around to our second and into our first inner clip with a really nice and deep fill out there by Zach Macy, coming through and around that straight Manji in the back. Zach Macy filling out all the zones right on that line and coming into the wall here. Pure Wall putting the pressure on as they come out to across the line. That back up on screen here and take a look at that run while these guys make their way back down the track. Absolutely wild runs by both. The lead holding that line and the chase with the commitment on some of those angles and transitions. Really risky stuff out there, but could pay off for Pure Wall here. We'll see how it fares in this next round of battles between them. Pure Wall going to be in the lead position now. Zach Macy in the chase. Let them get lined up and settled. Drivers ready. Let's go. Pure Wall in the lead position. Zach Macy in the chase. Let's hear him rip. Massive angle there by Pure Wall, and Zach Macy knocks him off the track. The upset on that. Holy, as we come across the final inside zone, these guys just ripping up the track here. That is not what Zach Macy wanted to see there tonight. We will have the judges review that. These guys have just flipped positions and finished it out strong. What a absolute wild stuff. These guys, you know, giving it all they got, and all it takes is that one slip up. See what the judges make of that and double check the replays. All right, we got the thumbs up from the judges on this one. Zach Macy, Pure Wall. That one goes on to Pure Wall. Judgment was based on that contact there, pushing Pure Wall off there in that decel zone, and Pure Wall gets the lead there. That is gonna wrap it there. Pure Wall making the first place finish there. Zach Macy in the second, and absolutely stunning driving by a lot of drivers here tonight. We will pull up our bracket here one more time. You guys can take a look at how everything unfolded here for them. Appreciate every single one of you guys that swung by here tonight to check out CSG Drift. We will conclude here and catch us in 2 weeks from now in February for our round 2. That is going to be ESDA's Chang. We'll see that rocking out. We'll have a final run here. Probably some of the guys on the track if they want to do it. And we will see you guys then. We'll have qualifying the day before as well as battles coming up. We got our top 3 lining up here for a final run out on the track. Let's see these guys rip it up once more. Cone Man in tow as well. Absolutely wild as these guys are ripped down the track once more. Appreciate every single one of you guys that swung by. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss future CSG events as we have 5 more rounds to go. Got ESDA Chang next week. Those servers will go live here in just a few minutes, and you guys can start practicing and getting those tunes dialed in. Again, huge thanks to everybody here who helps out, all the volunteers. A little bit of a mic mute there, guys, but I appreciate everybody swinging in here and taking part, all the volunteers, drivers, and everything above. You guys have a great night.